Yeah.
And Rangers, I think, was an okay success, but wasn't pulling up trees there.
Yeah.
Will Still, a
I
great
was just about to say
example. I
still
think he's a great example of how you can
Belgium,
do.
isn't he?
Yeah, I think he was
French,
Berlin, then
and then
went
French
French
league.
league, and
Yeah.
I think there are great examples of managers who have done and kind of got good philosophies and clearly are good managers. But the Championship is its own beast, and I think with Will Still, what we saw in the Championship was it's not about just getting a team to play in a certain way. Actually, one of the probably more difficult things sometimes can be stopping that rot of kind of dropping. And we've seen so many teams, Luton, for example,
Yeah.
Rob Edwards, a lot of people would say brilliant manager. He couldn't stop that free fall that clubs get into. And it's actually quite a talent to do. And I think with it, to also change from the Manning style of football to maybe more what he's doing, as well as trying to change the...
Well, he's got to shore up that defence as well, because really, if Norwich can stop leaking goals, then they can then start looking at, okay, let's push the ball up the field and get some goals and actually start winning some games. The other thing I would say, though, as well, is literally all he has to do this season is keep them up. I think not any Norwich fan will, like, I know they want to see progress, and obviously, ideally, they want to be sort of finishing the year or the season in sort of mid-table, ideally. But they would take just staying up the season and giving them a breather to then reset in the summer.
I think the absolute ideal for him would be comfortably finishes above relegation. I think if he was taking it down to the final few days, put a hell of a lot of pressure on next season.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think as long as they stay up, realistically, they've handed him, I think, like a 4-year contract.
If I'm a Norwich fan, I would take one place above the relegation zone this season and just reset in the summer, because a lot of damage has been done. I think they've got into such a rut